Dan Willis here, and we're talking about National Credit Adjusters. Now, this is a large, aggressive, third-party debt collection agency, and they're headquartered in Hutchinson, Kansas. They'll service and collect upon a variety of types of consumer debt, including charge-off accounts, financial services, retail payday loans, and more. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the first place to start is with the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA. This is federal legislation, and what it says in short is every debt collector is supposed to treat you with a modicum of respect and dignity, and it's worth investigating for further details, but there are rules and regulations placed upon debt collectors. Now, your most pressing concern is, will paying off collections improve your credit score? And in short, no, it won't. If you just pay off collections blindly, just simply pay it off, while it makes a lot of logical sense, the only thing that happens is the status of that item on your credit report is changed from unpaid to a paid collection. A paid collection is still a negative, damaging, and derogatory item that's going to pull your credit score down. Anthony Sprague, a spokesman for FICO, says a collection on your credit report can damage and drag your score down by up to 100 points. If you'd like to know the full story, we're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Now, the first thing to discuss here is the collection methods. In addition to those obnoxious phone calls, in addition to those demanding letters, they're also going to report negative information on your credit report with the hopes of dragging your credit score down. If they're unable to collect payment, they have 2 options to proceed. They can either, 1, sell your account to yet another collection agency. This new collection agency, of course, is going to start calling, sending letters, and they're going to report even more bad credit about you. And the second option is to actually file a civil lawsuit, as in they're going to sue you in a civil court for payment of this, because they hope, and there's a lot of collection agencies that do this with in-house attorneys, their hope is to get awarded a judgment against you, because a judgment, depending upon your state of residence, because every state has unique laws, but a judgment potentially allows them to garnish your wages, put liens against you and or your property, and potentially even asset seizure. Please, let's avoid that. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the first 2 best ways when dealing with any collection agency is, the first one is to request debt validation on your account. This is your right granted by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and your request is most effective if you make it in writing and send it using certified mail with return receipt requested. That way you'll have evidence that they actually received your request. You see, they're required to respond by providing you and furnishing you with the documents, the paperwork, and the evidence that proves, yes, this is your account. After all, you didn't go and do business directly with NCA, or National Credit Adjusters, also called NCA Collections. You didn't do business directly with them. They came into possession of your information. So this is just saying, prove this is my account. Show me who the original creditor was. Show me who the original lender is. Show me the balance, etc. They're required to respond by giving you that evidence. If they fail to respond, which is not unheard of in the debt collection industry, then according to the law, the debt is legally forgiven, as in you're no longer legally responsible for payment. Further, they're supposed to contact all 3 of the credit bureaus to have them remove that collection listing from your credit report. Now, if your account is validated, we want to review this paperwork that they send us, because what we're looking for is your last date of account activity. And specifically, we're talking about the statute of limitations here. That's a state law, so investigate your local listings, but that's the legal time window for which you're legally responsible for repayment, and it's not forever. Generally, it's about 7 years from that first date of delinquency, which often happens with the original lender or creditor. Now, this applies to the overwhelming majority of types of debt, including charge-off accounts, retail accounts, financial services accounts. The few exceptions include defaulted federal student loans and federal income taxes. Those are the few exceptions. Everything else falls under that statute of limitations. Once that time window runs out and expires, then the debt is forgiven. However, beware, because one of the sneakiest debt collection industry tactics is to re-age consumer accounts. They do this all the time and for obvious reasons, so they can continue to attempt to collect payment from you and jack up your credit score. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be discussing in detail how to negotiate a settlement payment and pay off this National Credit Adjusters if and assuming your debt is legit and valid and within the statute of limitations. So of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day. Looking forward to talking to you again here soon.